Hello, my name is Arielle Miller. I am a Ferris State University graduate, class of 2016. I actually transferred to Ferris, so I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with my life or my program, what direction I wanted to go into. And so when I transferred to Ferris, I landed on business and public relations. And I moved forward so quickly and I loved it. I loved every second at Ferris, so much so that I stayed and I got a job at Ferris. So I currently work in enrollment services and I am the coordinator for recruitment and digital communications. So if you have seen any of the social media platforms, or maybe you have some students that are looking at Ferris, I am the one that is helping send out all of that digital communication. On the side, I also run Mama Madness with Arielle on Facebook. So I do makeup tutorials, I do hair tutorials, and I just talk about being a mom and how crazy it is. So today we are going to do a brow tutorial. I am going to use my brow palette and my brow artist brush. Now, you can see I do not have my brows filled in right now. If you take your pencil from the side of your nose and go straight up, that is where your brow should start. If you take it again and you look straight forward and you take it from the corner of your nose directly through your pupil, that is where your arch should be. And then if you take it again and line it up with the corner of your eye, that's where your brow should end. Now you can see my brow is a little bit short, so I'm going to overdraw there. And I don't have the best arch, so I'm going to draw that in as well. So what I start with is I start with the wax and then I dip it in the darker color and I just line my brows. So I'm following that line that is currently there. Thank you to my hairstylist. Shout out to Jessie at Natural Beauty, downtown BR. She's always keeping my brows in shape. Okay, when I get to my arch, what I do is I hold it between my middle finger and my thumb and I roll my brush. I roll it to make that arch. And then I just meet it back up at the tail. Okay, so we have that one lined. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over on this brow. And there we go, the bottom is lined. And here I'm gonna roll my brush. Roll it in between my thumb and my middle finger. I just find that rolling it like that helps give it a little bit of a softer arch. So I definitely don't want my brows to be like, oh my goodness, those are so drawn on, right? But I do want them to be filled in. So I think when I roll it, it gives it a little bit of a softer arch. Now I'm going to go in with a lighter color. I'm going to put that lighter color up towards the front of my brows. So what I'm going to do, you can see I did not bring the line all the way down. I'm going to line up my brush with that line that's already there, and I'm just going to start flicking it upward. So naturally, in the front of your brows, your hair grows up a little bit. So we want to stay with that natural hairline and just go up. Okay. Then I can continue using the lighter color everywhere. And then I'll go back in with the darker color and fill in some spots. So you'll see like where my arch is. I'm gonna go ahead and put some darker product right there once I go through with this lighter product. Okay, now we're gonna go back in with the dark and darken up the tail of this brow. And there we go, one brow is done. So look at how much that lifts my face. It lifts my eyes. It brightens them up. And your brows, honestly, they frame your whole entire face. And there's a lot of different brow options out there. There's pencils, there's powders, there's palettes, there's pomades. There's a lot of things you can do. You can also use a darker eyeshadow, for example. So I do have some eyeshadow palettes that I can get away with using for a brow color. But I will say my brows are the one thing that I do not like leaving the house without. I will go without mascara, I will go without foundation and lipstick, but I like my brows to be filled in. Okay, and there you have it. So, again, my name is Arielle Miller. I'm class of 2016, and you can check me out at Mama Madness on Facebook.